Hi, I'd like to tell you about a dream. It's about an old neighbor. He is walking with pain, and in the dream I do not go to him, but I see he is in pain. So we walk home, and I walk home, because we live next to each other. And then he go outside, and then he tells me next time I take the car. And he opened the door of the car, and a girl comes out of the car and tells me that she is a drummer from Africa, but she is just a white Holland girl. And if she drums for people, she get money for it. $2,200 or euro. And then she told me, and then I buy a coat from it for $1,900 or euro, or $1,700 or euro. And then the dream go on. Then suddenly I drive in a street, and there's a hospital. And then I drive in another street, and there's a doctor living. And then I go to some kind of mountain, and I see a big black bird steal my bread, the bread I eat. He steals it from me, and I take the bird and put his head into the floor, into the earth, and kill it. And then someone else come, this one saw it also, and he put the bird more on the ground, and the bird start to die in water. You know, it's the place where the bird die is watery in some kind of way, moist. And then at the end of the dream I see the sky go open, and I see God or Jesus or an angel come down. And always when I got a dream from God, this always happen on the end, or in the beginning or on the end, so that I will understand that the dream comes from God. So now I will explain the dream. The dream go like this. I see the old man. He is my neighbor. He is sick. I'm driving next to a hospital and next to a doctor. It means the patient and the sickness and the sick who will be in this hospital. The girl is an Holland girl. She comes from Holland, and when she is drumming with her instrument, this instrument comes from Africa. It's an African drum. So the girl told me that when she is done drumming, she buy a coat, and when she is done drumming, she get 2,200 euros or dollars. And she buy a coat from it for 1,700 euros or dollars, or 1,900 euros or dollars. So this will say this girl who go to Africa to do her drum thing will come back with the disease Ebola. So Ebola will come to Holland, and it will kill 17 or 19 or 2,200 people in Holland. Ebola will come to Holland. This is the dream I did get from my father, the God of Abraham. And I tell you how the dream will take place and how it will end. So I tell you about the dream, and I tell you what the meaning is of the dream. And when you dream a dream from God, you always see the air go open, because you always look into the air, and you will see or angels, or Jesus, or God. That's why you can understand it comes from God. It comes from Jesus, or it comes from the good angels. So, people from Holland, where I live, please, be careful, because disaster also comes to Holland. I told you people, it will come everywhere. Poisonous will be in the whole world. And there will be not one land what will be missed. So this will say that we are all in the same boat. We drive all in the same car. We are all one. And there is no way to run from it. You need to take it and yes, be nice, be with God, and try to stay that way. And don't take another way, because the way of my God is straight ahead. There is no side way in it. It's always the right way. Straight ahead. With God. Do it, people, before it's too late. I warned you many times, and that's what I'm doing here. And I do my best to do it as good as I can, in the name of my Father, the God of Abraham, and Jesus Christ, and the good angels. I always say in the good angels, because I know there are bad angels. I saw them, I know them, I understand what they do here, and I know why. So again, if you dream a dream from God, you will know that it comes from God. If you don't see that God come in it, then you know that it is no dream of God. But God tell me about a man who is sick, who is in pain, and he go to his car, he opened the car door, and then the girl steps out, and she tells me that she is an African drummer. She got an African instrument. And when she is done drumming for the people, she get 2,200 euros. Anytime when she drums. 2,200 euros she get for this. And then she buy a coat. She say, I always buy a coat when I'm done drumming for 1,700 euros or dollars, or 1,900 euro or dollars. So the dollars are the people, or the euros are the people. The money are the people who will die in Holland on Ebola. When I dream, I always explain my own dreams, you know, and till now it is okay, because how can I be ever wrong if I walk with the God of Abraham? And if God tells me things, you know, I directly understand, I directly know what he means. But when I did get this dream, it was a little bit mixed up, so I thought, whoa, this is a strange dream, and I did not get it directly. So yeah, God come to me in some kind of way, and he explained me the dream, and I directly understand. And that's why I come here to tell you about my dream. This is the dream I did have today. It will not say that it will happen today, but it will say that it will come to Holland. This Ebola will come to Holland, and 1,700 or 2,200 or 1,900 people will die on it. So it's a warning dream. But I also will go to my neighbor I saw, and I will tell him my dream. Because maybe this dream got to do with him also. Because I like the neighbor very much. And God knows. I love him, I like and love him very much. I did it when I met him until now. We still live close to each other, so, and I love the man. He's honest. I told my father also that he is honest. And I told my father if he will protect him, because I love the man. And the man do not believe in God or Jesus. He say, I believe in myself. That's why I told God, can you please protect this man? I love him. But I will tell him my dream, because maybe the dream got two ways. That the dream is also for him important to know. Maybe this man got a daughter who drums and go to Africa. Or he know a girl who drums this kind of drum and go to Africa. And maybe the man is really sick. So I think it has two meanings. The first meaning is to warn you all, and the second meaning is to warn him. Because maybe the root is with him. That this Ebola can come to Holland and can spread the diseases. So there is a girl, she comes from Holland and she go to Africa and come back and give the disease to people in Holland. This is short what my dream is like. And I will tell my neighbor about the dream, and I will drive the two ways where the hospital was and where the street of the doctor was, because I always follow my dream if I can. So if my dream is in Africa, don't think that I take a plane and go to Africa. No. Because these dreams, God showed me always in Holland the way. With this flight 17 MA or something, or AM, God showed me this in Holland. And for this did happen, I understand that something very bad will happen. And then 8 hours later I click on the TV and I saw the airplane was flying above my head when God was warning me. You know, that's and then when I saw this, I started to cry, and I told my father, God, I saw this airplane flying above my head in Holland. I saw it go, and then all the people still live. You know how scary that is? If you see the airplane and you don't know these people in this airplane will die flying above your head, how scary that is, how close you are to these people. And then you click on the TV and you see on TV the airplane you saw flying above your head, and that God did warn me for 17:7. Do you know how scary my dreams and visions are, and how real they are? Do you think that I will lie? Some kind of dream? People, I see what I see, and I know what I know, and I know who I am and with who I am. And that's the scary part. And you know what is more scary? Is that you don't know God. That is scary. For you people, it is really scary not to know my Father. I tell you the way it is. I tell you the way I feel it. Stronger than this. I know the way I tell you. So listen to this dream. It will come to Holland, and people will die on it. And I will warn my neighbor I love very much. I told him also, I told him, you don't have to be with God to love me, because I love you. And the man was starting to cry. Really, This did really happen. This what I did say to him. It touched him deep in his soul. I told him about the war. World War III will come. I told my neighbor. And my neighbor said, no man, you are crazy. You did dream it. And I stand for him, and I told him, my dear, lovely neighbor, you will see it with your own eyes. And then the man told me, yes, I don't know. I don't think so. But tomorrow, or when I see him, I will speak to him, and I will tell him, do you still think that the war is far away? Maybe he will cry again and will say, who are you? How do you know? What is going on with you, boy? Then I will tell him, it is not me. It is God who do this. God wants me to be that way. So will it be, my dear neighbor. and I won't change anything on it, in it, around it, with it, by it. Because I am with God, and it will never change again. And I will not speak in lies. I will speak when my mouth moves. And when my mouth moves, God moves with His words in me. That's why my mouth moves. You understand this, people? I don't do this for myself. I do this for you, and I do this for God. I'm here to serve my Lord. Nothing more, nothing less. And the way I will walk, God will show me. And that way I will walk. And I told my Father, even if it is so difficult to walk that way, at least I will try. Because I will do everything for my Father, the God of Abraham, and Jesus Christ, and the good angels. And understand that there are a lot of good angels. It's no fairy tale. It is very real. Because I know what you think. You think angels also don't exist. God don't exist, and Jesus don't exist. There is nothing. This is what the most of you think. But the day you see it is the day you will know it too late. I tell you about my Father. I tell you about Jesus. And I tell you about the good angels. There are many, 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 many. There is no place on this earth what can hold the angels. There are so many angels. More than that there are people in this world. So God's angels are many. But there is only one God, and there is only one Jesus. And it is so real. Wait till the day comes that you will see it with your own eyes. And you will understand that you are too late. because I warn you now, never too late. I'm here to warn you all now, before it is too late. Because if you see what I saw too late, then you are too late. Start to understand that God is the steering wheel in me. And I love it that He steers me. And you will love it if He do it with you also. You know, God can use people in a good way, or God can use people in a lying way, so that you will start lying in the truth. You understand? That you lie the truth. You are a liar, but at that moment you tell me the truth. That's what God can do with you. You can be a liar, but on that moment, when God comes to you, you can tell me the truth. So God is using people like this. So He can come in many ways. And you will not understand that He was in you, that He did move your mouth. And then later, when I ask it again, to this man who did lie the truth, then he will say to me, yes, did I say this? Or maybe I was drunk, or maybe I did feel too good, you know? That's why I did say this. You understand? They don't remember all of it anymore. They only understand that they did say something stupid. What for me is good. You understand? That's how God uses people. God can use a liar, and if you are this liar, He can let you speak the truth. So do you understand that I am no liar? I always will speak like God tell me to do. This is what I do here on earth. I warn you all. For the things, my dreams, my visions, the things to come, diseases, war, rumors of war. Exactly like Jesus said. I do the same thing again. You understand? I do this again. because Jesus did it and I do it again. You understand? So that it will go into your brains that it is really the end time. We are in end time. This is what Jesus was talking about. Now. It is now. That's why I'm here. That's why God did come to me. He thought he's a cool boy, he's a nice boy. I need him. And he did come to me, and here I am. And I'm happy that I'm here and that I can tell you about the things. And that you need to watch out for everything and everyone. Don't trust no one, people. But be nice for everyone. But don't trust no one. Don't trust the things and don't trust the people. You know, you don't have to trust them while you can be nice. You can always be nice. You can always be nice. But you don't have to trust them. And you don't have to tell them. Because it's in your brain. It's the thing you think, you know. If you see someone, you will think, yeah, I trust him. Or you can think, no, I don't trust him. But you don't have to say it. But you can move always in a way to be nice. Always be nice. Try to walk like Jesus did. And if you do, you will live like Jesus. You will feel like Jesus. You will know things like Jesus. Because you will go into Jesus. Try it. Try to be like Jesus, and you will understand that Jesus will come to you and He will go into you. And He will move you. It's like magic. You understand? Try it, people. What do you have to lose? Try to walk the steps Jesus did walk. And I will tell you that Jesus will come into you. And that you will start to understand what Jesus did see. What Jesus know, from who He did get it, and why He was here. If you walk in Jesus' steps, He will walk with you. He will definitely come to you, and He will give you things, and only you will understand. And that's with God exactly the same. God is like Jesus and Jesus is like God. You know, for me it's very easy. I don't have to tell to myself, oh, what do I have to lose to walk like Jesus? I don't have to tell this to myself. You know, I need to tell it to you people. to the listeners, if anyone is listening. I doubt it. Try to walk like Jesus. What do you have to lose? Here in this world, on your life you have to lose. Because that is what you will do. You will lose your life. But do it good. And walk with Jesus. And Jesus will walk with you. And you will feel the love of Jesus come to you. You know, if I am in Israel right now, people don't be like this. But this is where Jesus did walk. You understand? So if people start to think in Israel where Jesus did walk, start to feel him, you know, try to take him, ask him to come to you, and he will come. Definitely on these places where he did really walk. Because I still hear his footsteps in Israel. And I am here in Holland. I see him still walking in Israel. And I know his places where he did walk. And I know what he loved. You know what he did love? He did love the birds. He did love a special mountain. He did love the water and the fish. And he loved God, of course. And he did love the people. But on another way than that he loved the birds, the water and the mountain he sitteth on. God told him, don't trust no one, and don't trust anything. Does it sound familiar to you? Yes, God told me this too. God told me this also. That I need to look out for the people. But he told me also, be nice. Give love. Don't hate. Don't judge. Be like my Son, Jesus Christ. And people, I know there will stand up many people who would say that they are Jesus. But there was one Spanish guy, understand this very well, this did really happen. when I saw this man with his shakes, this guy, you know, who did say that he was much better than Jesus. I told my father, Father, this man need to die. I was crying my eyes out, and I told my father, this man need to die, my Lord. He really need to die. And a few days later, I get the message inside that he did die. It's the same with Russia, with this stone. People saw money in it. I become very mad. I throw my rings outside to let see God that I don't like money and that I don't like what people say. And I told my father, God, please, let this stone fall, let them feel about what they say, because they don't know what they are saying. The next day I click on the TV and something like this did happen. There was standing a tree in my street, and I stood by the window and I told in myself, you know, sometimes you got this kind of things, eh? You say something to yourself, but you hear yourself. I mean, you talk in yourself, but everybody can hear it. So I was standing up and I was standing by the window, and there's a big, strong tree in my street. And I said, well, this tree will not stand long. And I sit down and I hear and I think, no. I stand up and half of the tree is gone. The next day, people come to take away the tree. We are without a tree in my street. So I become scared, and I thought, whoa, the things I say will happen? What's going on? It's scary. My Lord, God of Abraham, please, what are you doing? What's going on? But when I say these things to my father, I always say it, please God, if it will happen, without any kill. No one will be killed in my name. I hate it. And you know what? God hates when you kill in His name. And God really don't like to kill people. But on the end He must. And you all know. And so will it be. But He don't like it. He don't want this. He don't ask for this. But you people ask for it. You understand? You will drive this God crazy. So he will come with great power. He must. Because you people ask for it. It's the same like you say to your father, hey, you are a faggot, and you tell him every day. And one day he give you some hits back, you understand? So every day you say to him, hey dad, faggot! Every day, faggot! And this go on years. Because your father will think, oh, let him. You know? But your father is also thinking, one day I'm gonna hit my boy. I need to. This is how God look at you right now. You call him many things, you know? And God still think, let them. And I tell God, God, please, God of Abraham, my father, why you let them? Why? God tell me, because I don't want to hurt them. I love them. That's why God took a roughly day of God. And this will be the day people will die. And God don't like it. Because it's really like you tell your father that he is a faggot year in, year out. You know? And one day he hit you. And maybe he hit you too hard in all the things you did say to him all the time. But one day the bomb go off and he will hit you. And this is what is going on with my father. One day it is enough. He come and he will hit you. With very great power you will be really scared. And you will be really sad. And you will go on your knees. And you know what? I don't. Because I know my father. I love my father. I don't have to go on my knees for my own father. But you do. Because you did not see him as a father. To love him in any way you can. No. So I will stand tall and you will kneel down. And I will think and look around. Why are these people so doing so strange and going on their knees? What's going on? Are they scared or what's going on? That day I will ask my Lord also, what's going on, God? Are they now scared? All the time they got a big mouth and are against you, and now you come and now they are scared? Be a man then also, and stand with me, because I got no reason to be scared, but you people have a reason to be scared. But if there are people who will still stand, then you are a man against God. Then you are a man. If you don't go on your knees for God and will stand for God, then you are a man. Then God will tell you, well, you are bad, but you are a man. I tell you like it is, huh? And the things I say are very easy to understand. And the things I say are very real. It's no joke. I'm not lying. I'm not here to lie. Was Jesus here to lie? No. He told you like it is. In your face. Is he telling the truth now? Yes. He always will tell the truth. He always will be nice. He always will be good. He always will be peaceful. But there is also a way that you can go too far. And this way you are walking on right now. I warn you all, people. That's why I need ears. And if it is possible, 7 billion ears. Because you need to know all. But I am telling you, you need to know all. I am here to do this. And I don't know what will happen more, what God will do with me. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe someday I will stand up and walk away with my stick, staff, rod, and God will put clothes on me and I will go prophesy like a prophet. I don't know. I really don't know, people. But I am something really special in God's eyes. You need to understand this. I understand that I am really something very special in God's eyes. And that God did come to me on the right time. And in the time God did come to me, all started. That's why God did come to me. He got no other reason. Start to understand that God did come to me because He needs me for you, to tell you about Him, to tell you about Jesus, to tell you about the angels, to tell you about me. And hey, I'm just a boy of God. I told you many times. I tell you before. I'm just a boy of God. And I did never watch TV, what is going on in the world. And I never did go to sites like this. And I never did do this. And my mouth never did talk about this kind of shit. Things. You understand? That's my old me, eh? I was talking about shit this, shit that, shit so, shit. Fuck. You understand? There's still a little bit inside of me, eh? Like this. But I need to take the word shit, because there are a lot of people who like it. Yeah, this is also a strange story, but it's true. You know, you can go to people and you can be nice, but you can go to people and will say, "Hey nigger, fuck you this and fuck you that," and you got friends. Do you understand me? Because there are people who love this kind of language, you know. So, yeah, it's strange, but you people made it that way. Do you think I talk to God this way? No. No. I speak with him like I speak with you, but without this shit word. Because he's my father and I love him. I always talk about love. If I talk with my father, then the first thing I will say, I love you. You know? But I say it like I say it now. Father, I love you. You know? Like I will tell him how much I love him. So I tell him this on this way. Father, you know, I'm without breath, without words. That's how much I love him. You know, you can use people in many ways. If you say shit to the wrong people, then you get a problem. And if you talk nice to the people who like shit talk, then you got a problem. That's how it goes in this world. You need to live into the people to understand what people like. And you will hear it directly. When someone talks to you, you will understand what he like and what he don't like. You see it directly, you hear it on his voice. You can see when someone walking to you that he is or a nice guy or a hard guy. You can see it on the movement. You can see it on the body language. So first look before you start talking. That's also something I want to give you. It's very important. Because when you talk wrong to the wrong guy, you will get back wrong things. But when you talk wrong to the bad guy who like it, you will get good things out of him. Because he will see you like himself. That's why he will like you. I'll learn you about the movement in people, what they like, what they don't like. It's very important. You need to know what moves the people. Who the people are, what the people want, what the people like. So if I get a rough guy and I want to tell him about my father, then I will go to him and will tell him, "Hey bro," and I will take him hard by his shoulder or something, you know. They like to know that you are like him. And I will talk roughly about God. Because I know already he will love it. But you can also talk with rough people, you know, people who are hard, that you can make them cry like a little child. It is just what God will give you to tell this kind of guy. You understand? You do nothing without my Father, the God of Abraham. He will always, the time when he comes to you, you will see that he is always with you. He don't let you go. And you don't let him go. You will understand when what did happen to me will happen to you, then you will understand that you will never let him go. And he will never let you go. Because he needs you. And you need him.